It's time for another family vacation. And this one, we're taking a big group. There's 8 of us going. And the ages range everywhere from 16 years old to 85. A perfect vacation. And always some quick travel tips. Take a picture of where you park at the airport, because after all this fun, you may forget. And in flying, travel at least a day early. This is perfectly right for us. In this scenario, we were 8 hours delayed due to flights and weather. We were supposed to fly out at 7:25, but ended up leaving at around 3:30. Of course, Mother Nature had a hand in it. And in due time, we were on our way for our Alaska cruise adventure. Follow us along in this series, where we have 7 days on Ovation of the Seas through Alaska. Our first stop, Seattle, as this cruise departs and ends in Seattle. And once we arrive in Seattle, our first priority is getting to the hotel. So the SeaTac Airport is way at the bottom of the city. It's not in the center of town at all. And to get from there, our hotel is a Renaissance hotel, which is downtown. So we catch a taxi. Luckily, we found a taxi for 12 people. We only have 8 in our group, but we have a whole lot of luggage. So this was a perfect option for us for $120. Take all of us to our hotel. The hotel that we stayed at is downtown with all the skyscrapers. So it's a decent little hotel. We stayed right here at the Renaissance. And the Renaissance, it gives it a 4-star, and it was a really nice hotel, I have to say. They did good with it. And the hotel is right here. And if you look around, it's surrounded by skyscrapers all around. And a freeway. But luckily, the windows are well insulated, so you don't hear the interstate at all. But anyway, that's where we're at. The places that you'd like to visit are probably like Pike's Place Market, which is down in this area. Or the next day we're getting on the cruise ship, which is way up here. So it's another nice little ride to the cruise ship terminal. So as far as convenience, this hotel doesn't have it. It's not convenient to anything. But as far as price, we got it cheap. I think we paid $150 and we had 4 separate rooms. So for the price, it was pretty good. And all of us that were pretty good walkers, the next morning we came and walked down the Pike's Place and got a little tourist action going on down there. Let me take you on a little room tour of our hotels. We ended up with a suite with my mother connected with our room, so it was perfect. A tour of the Renaissance. We're in room 714, so to give you an idea of what the room looks like. And it's a bright room, so we've got to get the light in here just right. But it has a good view. All of our stuff going on the cruise. So we always bring 2 suitcases, 1 each, and a little carry-on. That's where we put all of our bathroom stuff and a change of clothes, just in case our luggage gets lost. And this room was about $150 a night. And they consider this a suite, so. Little coffee maker, fridge inside here, safe, big closet, bathroom, and then the master bedroom. And we have a corner room. So we have alarm clocks. And then a view out 2 corner windows. So this is downtown Seattle. Let's say the Renaissance Hotel, right across the street from the courtroom or courthouse. Earlier you saw a picture that I took of the mountain from the top of that overpass. So it's a Renaissance hotel in Seattle. And by chance, there's a big group of us coming. So I'll take you, we have a connecting room. So I'll show you my mom's room. She is staying with her great-granddaughter right next door. So we'll walk in and look at their room. They have a standard room, but luckily a connecting room. So, right next door. 5 of us make a little walkabout the next morning, going down the Pike's Place Market. I said this hotel wasn't convenient. It's about 4 miles round trip to Fort Pike's Place. Of course, we stopped along the way and ate, had a good time. And for those of you who may not know what Pike's Place Market is, well, it's a local vendor store where you can get everything from fish to flowers in one spot. So there's all kinds of vendors with just about everything you could think of in this one area. So take a stroll through it and see what all they have. We love going through there just looking and smelling at all the flowers. After walking all that ways, like I say, about 2 miles one way, we stopped for breakfast at the Sound View Cafe. Turns out, we've been here before. Several years ago, we came to Alaska and stumbled upon this little cafe and ended up in it again. It's on the 5th floor of Pike's Place and has excellent views of the bay. If you're looking for a cheap place to eat breakfast, this probably isn't your place here. But for views, it's unbeatable. Cheryl and myself were looking to get something quick and easy for breakfast, and this fit the bill. Of course, we ended up splitting something, so you could check out the menus at the prices, and they are definitely tourist prices. Like I say, you're at Pike's Place Market, so you're going to have to expect everything to be a little more pricey. And after getting our breakfast on, well, we're off again. This time, though, looking and smelling all the flowers around Seattle. It seemed like everything was in full bloom. All around was flowers everywhere. And then we stumbled upon, well, Bigfoot's underwear, brown spot and all. But you have to look at it, and we talked to Bigfoot later on, and he could confirm nor deny that this was his underwear. We are walking along the waterfront area, hoping to maybe catch a glimpse of a whale, a seal, or whatever kind of wildlife we could spot. But in the water, all we saw was jellyfish. But there was one other thing in the water that we saw, which was just as good. We caught the first view of our ship. Way off in the distance, you could see a couple of cruise ships at the North End Terminal, and that's where we're going to be, along with all the mountains and the snow-capped peaks right along with it. And that's our ship, the one closest to us, Baby Blue. Next to us was a celebrity ship, and we would be following it all along our journey. Blue Cab, and in specific, Ollie was our driver for the whole trip. He took us from the airport to the hotel, the next day from the hotel to the cruise ship terminal, and at the end of the cruise, you'll see him bring us right back to the airport. So thanks, Ollie, for providing transportation for our group of 8. And Mom can walk, but not as good as she would hope to. So whenever you're at the cruise ship terminal, ask for help. They have these friendly workers that will take her or whoever in your group, maybe in a wheelchair, all the way through the process. And we're on the ship. course, the first thing that you do whenever you get on the ship is go straight to your muster station, get that out of the way, and then head off to get something to eat. And the buffet is where we ended up going today. It was busy though, everybody around. Then off to our room, hoping their luggage is there, but it wasn't. But chance to give you a little tour of the room. This is a room tour of a balcony on Ovation of the Seas. This is just their standard partially obstructed balcony, so we'll see what it looks like. So as you come in, you have couch, closets. There's two closets, one here and one on the other side, with shelves underneath them. And in the bathroom, nice bathroom. So no curtain, which is always a plus. Everything that you need. Bunch of towels, bunch of shelves. We'll probably take those towels off the shelves and put them somewhere else to give us a little more room. And then the regular shower. Looking over on this side, you have plenty of outlets and USBs. Not knowing how many you have, we brought our own USBs. So we have a little more. Coffee pot, more shelving, and the couch. This area, more shelves, drawers, and a fridge. So let's look and see. It looks like it has a lock on it, but you can open it up. So a little small fridge. Going back this way, king size bed, and don't see any USBs around the bed or outlets, but it does have overhead storage, so something good there. There's Cheryl. On this side, underneath the TV, is a little more storage. You store your magazines, paperwork, things like that. And then coming around even further, this side has an outlet. So the CPAP person will have to use this side of the bed. See no USBs anywhere on it, but a little storage area. No USBs down there. So if you have a CPAP machine, none of us have it, but my brother does. So you may have to bring a little extension cord if you usually sleep on the other side. Then we'll come out. There's another little ship parked next to us. So that's Celebrity Edge. And out on the balcony, a couple of chairs, pretty deep balcony. And this is supposedly a partially obstructed ocean view. But I see no obstructions at all. Everyone is getting on the ship. So, everybody at once. And it is fairly early. It's 1:30. All aboard is like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, something like that. And everybody is getting on quick. So that's a typical room tour. Even though this is our first day on the ship, they've already got a whole list of events scheduled from what it seems like before anybody was on the ship. So check out the stuff going on today, all the activities. And you'll notice the North Star shows up many times on these videos. Not sure why, but they put it in there. The iFly, the North Star shows up a whole bunch of times every day. Apparently, different time slots. One of the things that I always like doing is going up for the sail away party. As the ship slowly starts to ease away from the pier, it's always fun to watch it go away that first time. But today, we were a little bit delayed. Liquor delayed us. Yep, we had a liquor delay. There was an 18-wheeler load of liquor that held up the ship. It wasn't going to leave without all the alcohol, so that delayed our departure by a little over an hour. And that was on par for how our trip began. Of course, you saw we had an 8-hour delay at the airport, hour-long delay at the cruise ship. No problem, we're still having fun. And we're finally leaving. We're leaving about an hour later than we were supposed to because they were waiting for alcohol. So an 18-wheeler load of alcohol was making the ship run late because can't leave that revenue behind. And then without any big fanfare, we start sailing off into the sunset. Of course, it's getting very close to dinner time, so we get dressed and go up for something to eat. And on this trip, we have some adventurous eaters. Yeah, we will try almost anything if it's on the menu. Of course, now, I don't like getting up in everybody's plate taking pictures, but I have been known to do that. So I'll take pictures mainly of what Cheryl and I have for dinner and try to keep all the others out. But I think just what we got will give you a good example of what they have here. And the food on Royal Caribbean, I thought it was pretty good. You know, above average on most of the cruise lines, so good food here. And with that, we were too tired to do anything else. Time to go back to the room, unpack, relax, and get ready for the days ahead. Hopefully you like this first day of travel on our Royal Caribbean Alaska adventure. If so, hit the like and subscribe button to be informed when new episodes become available. And as always, thanks for watching.